Hey, welcome to another Metal Review Cast. Today we're going to be reviewing Red 13 by Advents.
I thought you were going to do something extra then with that kind of Foster's and start advertising Foster's, which is like a really shit Australian beer.
Oh, he's drinking Foster's.
It was cheap.
Because it runs in the family. His brother-in-law is a Foster.
Yeah, I get it. I get it from my uncle.
His mum's a Foster.
Yeah,
drinking cheap shit.
Yeah, whenever I went to my uncle's house, he always had crates of Foster's. So
speaking of fucking shit. Sorry, I know this is off stream, but we like to talk about things whilst we're on stream. So I decided, Sean, on the way back from B&M stores, I'd stop at remember you saying there's a craft pub on the way to Lidl?
Yeah.
So I stopped there just to have a look at what they got. They had a load of tiny Rebel things, and I bought a couple of cans. It was £7, so they're charging £3.50 for these like fucking 330ml cans. Opened one up, poured it. It was bitty inside. I was like, oh. Looked at the age of the can. 2 years old.
Oh.
Fucking Featherstone, man. Fuck that place. Right?
That's me bringing stuff up, not fucking buying it from a shop.
Yeah. And then I looked at the other one. The other one was it expired in like January 23. I paid fucking £3.50 for that motherfucker. Fucking Featherstone. Don't go to I can't remember the name of the place. It's a cafe on the corner just on Perston Road. Anybody that's watching this, don't go there. I don't want to be sponsored by them. They sell you shit beer, price it as if it's really good stuff.
In fact, don't go to Featherstone at all. Don't go to Featherstone at all. Yeah, although that surprises me though, because that craft ale place that we went to a couple of times in Airedale was actually decent. Do you remember that?
That was decent. Yeah,
that was decent, and Airedale's worse. But yeah.
That is fucked. Yeah, I've never had that once, and I spent like all that time in the Crafty Duck. I go to one in Ware occasionally. I've been to one in Welling, obviously, with the fucking jerk chicken and shit as well. They didn't serve me old beer.
Bro, I think it's because the Featherstone people, they drink shit. So they've probably just been sat there.
Yeah, this is what Fev people drink, yeah.
So anyway, Advents, Red 13.
Red 13.
Yeah.
Pre-release.
Pre-release again, thank you.
I've not heard it because it is a pre-release. Sean's been holding it.
I haven't heard it. I've had it for like a week and a half, 2 weeks. Well, Anthony was like, I want to see your like first time reaction. And I was like, that's hard because we have a few weeks and I always have to listen to stuff. And then I'm like, yeah. And we're also not really a reaction channel. Nice. So I was like,
Did you say
we're a review channel?
Reaction channel, we're a review channel.
Yeah, I said like we review and break down stuff. So it's a bit difficult. I was kind of messing with him, but
to be fair to
I just love music. So
to be fair to Advents though, they know that we're a review channel, but they really and something I like about them is even though they're across the pond and we're a really small outfit, they really appreciate our view and our take on stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So actually I don't mind it being a first timer.
Yeah.
Then we can just fucking super analyze. Maybe it's because they want us to play it back and keep replaying back and finding bits. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
Red 13.
We got some like fucking motionless and white stuff.
I wasn't gonna say it.
fucking yes.
Big boys. Can we start from the beginning, but then pause it a sec. So immediately, like, gave me some serious like fucking motionless in white style vibes to it. Although it doesn't sound anything like Motionless in White, but it kind of has that.
Yeah,
that kind of
I wasn't gonna say it, but I thought.
Or even like I think we're going to see them in December, like Swarm 60 type of shit. It's like
Oh, they're like trap metal kind of.
Yeah, but that synthy
more
bit,
upbeat,
which I'm not familiar with advanced using really. That's quite interesting. And they did this weird fucking chaotic zoom in with this square space that just it throws you straight into the mix, which is quite clever because the video up to now is very simple, but it just immediately said in your face.
Yeah.
Which I really fucking liked.
Yeah. Instantly, I'm just like we talked about it how like they can obviously do a few different styles because obviously the last one was the fucking Sad Boy Summer song.
Yeah, mate, fucking hell.
And then, but if you go like back to the first one we ever reviewed by them was Relentless, and that was a bit funkier with some like different elements to like metalcore. But then I can't remember what's the songs after that, Negative Space and something else. I can't remember. They were more standardized metalcore and what I kind of expect from a metalcore song. But then like, and then what's was it like White Flag, Red Flag, or something like that? I fucking can't remember. As well, but they've like there's always like these different elements to them, and you can see how it's all going to come together, like regarding like a potential EP or an album, depending on what I want to do in the future.
They're definitely thick boys, though, man. Their sound is fucking huge.
Yeah,
and it's not just about their fucking biceps either, because we know that they look their gym shit. But
he's a beefcake.
He's a beefcake, but the actual sound is thick boy.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's start again.
Say it again.
Red 13.
It is so motionless, this bit. Yeah.
I love the processing on the chorus.
I'm sorry, I know we just got to the chorus. These visuals are fucking sick. I've been trying to figure out how they work. Because as far as I can tell, they're behind something black. So it's not like they're green screening something on. But these visuals, they're sick, man. And it adds so much to it.
I think they are maybe on something black on the create silhouettes, but they've just got that. They must have all been blind by the end of it because they're throwing sick tons of lights on it, but they're giving it a retro feel.
Yeah.
When we say retro feel, we're not talking like I can't remember the name of the band we were watching the other day.
Straight Shot Home.
Yeah, not that type of retro, but just kind of old school VHS video style.
Yeah.
But it's raw as fuck, and they're just doing it by implementing a fuck ton of lights and just shining at them and watching the shadows. But yeah, man, holy shit, this is thick. And obviously, we just paused it as it went to the chorus when he was about to just showcase all of his extra vocal stuff. Is that somebody at the fucking door?
Who's down there? Anything important?
Don't know. 1 second.
Great.
We should just listen to the song without him.
1 sec.
Yeah.
We're not pausing because we don't do pauses, so we don't. I'm not even gonna cut this up. I'm just leaving it.
Yeah. Reeling it.
But no, the visuals are cool. Oh, fuck my hat. The visuals are cool as fuck. They're like very simple, like very simplistic.
Yeah.
But you can see from the shot that there's shit tons of light on Joe.
Yeah. Advents are American, aren't they?
Yeah, they're from like New Jersey, New York.
Advents, you lot. CNC Blue Raspberry. I get it where I work because we have an American section, bro. This shit bangs, bro. I love it.
Is it like actual proper American stuff though? I know I tried some when I was there.
No, it is actual American stuff. You tried it when you were here.
Yeah. But sometimes like some of the stuff we get over here isn't like actually properly American.
Yeah, no, look, it's got the that's the import sticker.
Oh, it's got the actual so it is actually.
Yeah, so it is actually American. So Advents, you lot, I know it's not to do with you, but CC Blue Raspberry, they fucking bang. I love them.
It's because there's so much more nice shit in there.
Yeah, and there's a bit of chemical, but what doesn't have chemical? What doesn't have chemicals?
I'm back.
It's good.
Oh, yeah.
Getting my steps in.
Damn right.
Shit.
Talking about the CC Blue Raspberry for the time being.
Yeah, he loves his American imports.
Yeah.
It's but yeah, like just before you, what I was saying is before we paused it before the chorus, I'm actually gutted you paused it then because I was really wanted to see what he was going to do with his fries because it sounds like he's frying like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
While singing into that, so like the sing screams at like top tier level, and I just wanted to see how high he was going to go, and how hard he was going to go with it. So now we're going to rewind it a little bit.
I've gone back a little bit already.
Don't fucking pause it, Leon. I will kill you. I will run into your room and start bitch slapping you all over the camera.
So I've gone back a bit anyway.
Oh, I've gone back even further. Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
Let's go.
It's fine.
Every day a self-interrogation, no matter the situation. A confession room for my fixations. Four walls and air in a place there. Another problem beyond repair. But I'm the only one that seems to care.
Right. So that again, they're just full of surprises. So I thought that they were going to go with that fucking heady fucking Fry vocal scream all the way through that part.
Yeah.
They brought in like slightly auto-tuned vocals in between from like a kind of not an R&B perspective, but like everybody.
He was doing more cleans anyway.
Yeah,
soft cleans. Yeah,
and we know he can do cleans without auto-tune, but it's obviously directed. They've done it on purpose. That threw me off completely because I was like, I was in this scream level, and then he was like, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing here? And then that bit that they went into was, I could quite honestly say, one of the nicest and cleanest transitions I've heard to date. And I'm not bigging that up because what they did is they just completely went to basics and simplified it, removed all the music other than bass and drums, and like the odd stab with the guitar. And focus purely on what he was saying from his vocals. So they went from this intensity to shut the fuck up and listen. And I mate, we said this about this fucking band. They're doing bits. They're doing bits. And they're doing things, again, familiar because it's the scene, but just ever so slightly different.
Yeah.
And I think that's what makes them. Honestly.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, they've got a lot of creativity.
I'm in love with this song already, bro.
It's so good.
Yeah, same, bro.
3
It's
minutes
so
29.
fucking good.
We've stopped about 10 times at 1 minute. We're 1 minute 18 in. It's fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. They're super talented. Like the whole band is obviously super talented. Don't know if Noor had any involvement in this one before he left, but I know obviously he did on the last song and that, but whoever is doing like the writing or the lyrical content and everything else, fucking hell. Like, although I don't think they've had a live gig yet, so they need to get on that.
It'd be interesting to see how that plans out.
Yeah.
The UK show us just
I'm gonna say
personal gig, or this is one, and we've seen it before. We have had some bands, especially I think pre or during COVID. One of the bands that we follow, and guys, if you're watching, you probably know that we follow another band called In Retrospect. They did a live gig online, and it allowed us to really see their capability and their talent. So it may not even be that you need to go and do a show out in the sticks, but if you want your international audience to watch you live, maybe think about doing something like that, because I'd love to see how you pull this off live.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna blow smoke up your ass. You're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
In the last 20 seconds as well, there's about 7,000 different things that go off. And they change the style, the stylistic choices in each portion, and there's so much background noise, but it's actually not too much. So whoever does the fucking audio engineering as well, which Nor does do audio engineering, so maybe it's him. They'll have to tell me because obviously I don't have the information regarding this one because it's not been released yet. But yeah, whoever's doing it, fuck me.
That's another thing about this band is they seem to, even though they've got lots of stuff going on, you never feel like your ears are being overwhelmed with sound.
No, because there's a lot of like background noise in this, but it's actually fine. It's actually not a problem.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna bring it back. I'm gonna hit play. I'm gonna go from here again.
No matter the situation, the profession room for my fixation. Four walls that air in a place there, another problem beyond repair. But I'm the only one that seems to care. My demons are so vicious, screaming out the worst passion. Don't want to know what it is. Consequences and rings.
9, 17, 39, 13.
Are so vicious, screaming their superstitions. Don't wanna know what it means. Consequence comes through. Let me bleed. This everlasting sense of peace. I couldn't call for my defeat. I'm fighting for suffering. Can't settle this debt. If there is a price I pay, rest and fucking stay away.
Oh, that's mad. That's mad. I've not heard that much. Those random like from the guitar just in different ears. I've not heard that much at all. That was sick. That actually added a lot to it as well.
Their drummer needs a lot of praise here.
Yeah.
He's doing some extra fucking level shit. Although I'm gonna go back to it. Right. I think it would benefit from a few more ghost hits. A few more, just a little. Why are you laughing, Leo? Just those extra little taps before you're going in with the rim shot. Just a couple more extras, just here and there, would fucking seal the deal. I mean, it's already sealed, but it would just take it to that next lot because he's playing heavy and he's got some really nice subtle fills and he's bringing stuff into the next parts of the grooves that come in. The fucking the sick. But I also think if there's just extra little mini taps going in before it comes in hard, it would be the icing on the cake for me.
Yeah.
This song is fucking bang, bro.
Imagine going to a gig though when they actually eventually do. It is going to be fucking horrendous because you're going to have to you're going to fucking lose all your mind on this one. There's going to be so much energy. Then you're going to start crying because of Sad Boy Summer. And then, all of their songs are quite emotional, but then some of them are a bit more metalcore-y anyway. So everyone is going to be shattered, including the whole of this band.
I think people will die. Because what they do is they should start with the Sad Boy Summer bit, so everyone's upset and really, really in tears and unhappy. And then you come in with this stuff, and because people are upset, they're not just fucking slam dancing and doing circle pits and fucking. They're literally murking each other. They've gone hardcore band style.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Snapped Achilles, missing limbs, fucking all sorts of shit.
Yeah, I think that might just be you.
Nah, because I wasn't the only one that came out injured from that gig. I snapped my Achilles, and remember somebody else I came out with a bloody face. Some fucked up shit, man. Honestly, this fucking band is...
Bro, yeah, they're nuts.
Like, no wonder they wanted us to do a first-time reaction to it. And again, we're not a reaction channel. And as you can probably see, we're reviewing the shit out of it. But I can understand why they wanted to see what we thought firsthand rather than
first time,
gauging a thought process before we'd actually done the video. Because this is, I'm speechless.
Yeah,
Yeah, it is nuts. It's just showcasing another side to them again. But like as well with this, obviously they've gone with the whole like AI robotic kind of vibe with the Red 13 and the female robotic voice, and then the song actually sounds like you're in the fucking internet or something. Like you're in the Matrix. Like you can feel it. Like it actually sounds how
it's more like you're trying to escape it.
But the way she said it, you can just, it actually comes across in that way, like actually sounds, it not robotic, but you know what I mean? Like it actually sounds like that, which is strange.
And we're not talking necessarily red pill, blue pill shit, because I hate that terminology now, because a lot of the weirdos in the internet now are using that to talk about fucking like escapism of fucking like femininity and control of fucking, you know, what your genetics are and sexuality and all this other shit and stuff like that. But maybe there's an element of it from, you know, like the wording Red 13 or whatever. Maybe it's the 13th red pill people have taken to go, actually, this is the one that's actually getting me out of the Matrix. And when I say the Matrix, I am not talking about Andrew Tate. Like, fuck that guy. Like, I'm talking Matrix as in the film The Matrix.
Well, I just looked up Red 13. There's not much on it. All I can see is a Final Fantasy VII character.
Yeah, it's
it's like a dog. Yeah. So, and I don't think that's what they're referring to.
That's why Sean's loving this shit.
It's literally one of my favourite games, if not my favourite game of all time.
That's why,
Like Sean is literally Mr. Final Fantasy. Maybe they made this song for you, Sean, because they know you, they talk to you.
That's why they wanted your first time reaction.
Yeah. They're making a song about a dog on fucking Final Fantasy.
Well, to go into it, like in Final Fantasy VII, Red 13 is like a science subject as well. So it could like almost link to, like he's essentially held in a capsule at one point as well, because they're trying to work out like stuff about him. So you know, it actually almost ties in to the song.
Guys, because I know you watch the videos, let us know whether Sean's on point with that.
Yeah. I reckon that's just our own thing, but either way, that's what I like. That's why we like music.
The way that you just explained that, and then the capsule and the other stuff, and being kept again held within it. Again, that when we look at societal constructs and the way we are at the moment, we're kind of held within this big microcosm of shit that we can't get out of. We're almost like test subjects.
Yeah. It's because it's like a dog that can talk, so he ends up, and he's obviously got some other powers, so they like end up utilize him as a test subject, just because obviously anything that we don't understand in the world, what do we fucking do? We take them and put them somewhere that they shouldn't be, because we're fucking idiots.
Or in England, we fucking send them out to Rwanda. Do you know what I mean? Bro, anyway. Do you know what? This would be the nicest story in the world, because obviously you especially yourself, Sean, you love these guys and you're planning to meet up with them at some point. Wouldn't that be the coolest thing, that this is actually Final Fantasy based and that's one of your favourite games as well? It's like, so when I go over and visit, we're going to fucking talk about Final Fantasy and we're going to the gym.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
Blood. They can't do no wrong.
Yeah.
Damn right. This is going to be one of our long ones. Long ones, that's what she said.
It already is, man. We've rewound it so many times. We're 2 minutes 10. Fuck's sake.
If there is a price I pay, rest to fucking stay away.
This is what I mean, so I'm going to bring it back a bit. That film. If we had some more goes. That ball.
Wait. Let me just skip that back a sec. Where's that come from? That little hip hoppy kind of little drum thing in the background at the same time.
They're just exploring everything. That bit reminds me. Oh, who's that band?
In Relentless, they were quite funky, so I think they just have kind of different aspects they want to try. I mean, this song.
That in though.
Yeah, this song seems like a couple of different genres blended into one.
I was getting some Hollow Front vibes from this bit.
Yeah.
As well. It's Hollow Front, isn't it?
Hollow Front are a band, yeah.
Yeah.
They're led by that mixed race dude who does the singing with it, I think.
Well, the guitarist, it does. Well,
they're the ones.
The former guitarist, did the cleans for Hollow Front. He left. Yeah, he left last month.
No way.
Yeah, there's a whole backstory of Hollow Front. I'll tell you later.
Because Alvarez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They go. There's some shit happened, and then it all got too stressful because they're obviously signed and stuff. So he took it upon himself to get out. Basically, they're not in bad blood, but he just. Yeah.
But I'm getting. So we've gone from fucking super duper heavy aggressive to, and this is what we say about Advents every time. It's like just a plethora of different shit that goes on with them from start to finish of the song. We've just been on a journey. So we've gone from kind of forgot. Anyway, fuck it. Now we've got to Hollow Front. Somehow we got to Hollow Front. I don't know how we've arrived here, but we have.
So they can do the simplistic stuff like the Sad Boy Summer. And for anyone who's wondering why we keep calling it Sad Boy Summer, it's actually Match My Misery is what we're talking about. But it's a Sad Boy Summer song.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're like Relentless, I say, was a bit funkier, not so pacey. Like not quite as heavy, but still had some heavy like parts to it. And the other songs were a bit more metalcore. So yeah, it's a very good indication that they can just kind of change it up, and it would all work as an album right now or an EP.
Change it up. They've changed it up so they've gone fucking Motionless in White.
Yeah.
Polaris. Fucking Hollow Front. Fucking. There's another band I listened. Current. There's even Currents elements to it. Like
in just one song.
In one song.
Yeah.
And we're 2 minutes 20. We're 2 minutes 35 in.
But I guess that's still all metalcore bands that just all have a slightly different style.
But they're all metalcore bands with their own individual styles. Like, different to fucking Hollow Front completely.
But also don't want to like label them as a load of different bands because obviously they are their own band and they are really good. So not to say they're just a load of other metalcore bands.
Yeah. Emphasis on that. I'm just saying that somehow Advents have this unique capability to stitch all of these different vibes and sounds into one while still sounding like Advents.
That's the word, is vibes. All these different vibes, these different vibes that they can be short, they can be long, but you always notice them. You always notice sounds like
them.
Yeah.
You know,
it's amazing.
Fucking what the fuck?
Yeah,
blow my mind.
It's nuts.
Blow my mind. So this is it where I'm like Hollow Front.
That's
sorry,
what I mean.
That pause
is cold.
Sense of peace. Memories that I need can't call for my defeat. The more I fight for us somewhere, I'm chasing phantoms and losing sight. I'm left with a weak state of mind. These imperfections they leave behind. Stretch on.
I love how they brought it back down. Headphones off. Done. I have no more to say. I don't want to listen to whatever your comments are. Just, they're fucking brilliant. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Can't hear you.
Kyle is alright. That's fat.
Well,
I
yeah,
have no
he is
idea
always
what you're
pregnant.
saying,
Yeah,
Leon.
that's
Yeah,
just
it's-
truth, though.
One of the
Yeah,
best
start-
up and coming
starting
bands
to look
I've
like
ever come
blank.
across. Straight up.
Uh,
I don't want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm saying it.
Yeah, you are right though.
Okay, I'll put the headphones back in because it's antisocial.
Oh, he actually couldn't hear. I didn't even notice.
no, he didn't have his headphones in. No.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
No.
No, I took them out and threw them off.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Like, look, they're legit.
Yeah.
Legit. Right? Again, we haven't seen them live, but from the stuff that they're putting out, one of the best up and coming bands I've come across.
Yeah.
They're just
definitely.
consistently fucking good at doing what they want to do, and
Yeah.
there must be thought process between each thing that they release must be so intense. And what's interesting to me is that, I don't know, I'm going off on a tangent here. I've watched a lot of videos of bands that are going through the makings of their albums and things like that. I was recently watching a video on who is it now? They're like progressive metal band. Fucking hell. Either way, not Monuments, but that type of style. Fucking Periphery. Right?
Oh yeah.
And I really like Periphery to an extent. But actually what turned me off from Periphery was that it's very, very mechanical how they make their music. They, they have the guitarist, I've forgotten his name, and the bassist basically doing all the riffs. Then they send it out to the drummer to go and drum and do the drum tech with it and everything else. And then at the very, very end, basically they fit the vocals into whatever the song is that they've written. So the songs that they've made aren't actually based around the vocals. The vocals are based around the song. And you can tell that when you're listening to Periphery in certain aspects where you're talking subjects that just don't really kind of add up. And I like Periphery and I'm not dissing it in any way. But to me, watching that video and how they orchestrate and collaborate and work together is different to what I'm getting the vibes from this. I feel like it's a whole integrated structure where they've worked together from start to finish to produce what this is. And I might be wrong. And Advent's telling me I'm wrong. It could be that you are actually, you're making the music and then doing the vocals afterwards. But it feels to me like actually the vocalist is sitting down, piece of paper, writing his thoughts and processes and stuff like that and things that are going on. And then they're going, right, let's design a tune around that and then fitting it all together because it just feels complete.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like anything is missing or it goes off on some kind of different direction. It just feels like one whole piece of music.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's how to do it with this industry is either lyrics before or writing them together at the same time. So you write stuff and then you start doing music to it and then that kind of thing. Because like you said, if you do, because like with hip hop, you'll make a beat first and then you'll rap over it. Whereas with metalcore, quite often the background tune is used to like make more of a point of what the vocals are. So if you do vocals after, you can kind of tell.
Well, exactly that. I can imagine as an example, and we always refer to Caskets. I can imagine a lot of the music the Caskets make is based or starts to get written whilst the song is getting written. Or the lyrics are getting written themselves to make sure that you emphasize on the emotional side of things and capture absolutely every essence of it rather than just the music being produced and then it goes progressive added to it. And I think that's why I prefer Monuments to the likes of Peripheries, because I feel again that it's constructed in a way where the lyrics are an integral part of the actual music production. And I think that in Advent space, the lyrics and the concept of what they're trying to deliver are actually on the forefront of their decision-making process of what they're actually writing. And that's what comes across and why it's so fat and why they have a difference in sound in each of the different songs that they make is because it's to work with the lyrics. I could be completely wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna say if you're wrong, you're gonna look like a twat.
I'm not gonna look like a twat. It's just what I'm affected from it. You know, we're a review show. This is what I'm thinking. But I just feel like
I know.
this.
No,
band
I agree.
Quite complete and full. And, and there's a reason behind it. And some bands can be ridiculously talented and cool, but for whatever reason, you can't get with it because there's something that's missing.
Mm.
And it's because it's the way that it's constructed.
Yeah. No, I fully agree. Yeah.
This, I'm bought. I'm bought in. I'm in. All in.
Yep. Same.
I don't know. I can't call it their best track because all their tracks are fucking amazing.
And they're all really different.
Yeah, they're all really different as well. But this is another masterpiece.
Yeah. Yeah.
In my humble opinion. I don't know. Your thoughts, Sean? You on a different take or you in agreement?
No, to some extent. But I think, speaking of like Periphery and other bands, I do think they are like quite different genres, even though they're the same genre. So I get what you're on about, but like, say Unprocessed, they're obviously, we love Unprocessed, but realistically, does it matter if the vocals are first or last? Because for Unprocessed, even though they're classed as like a kind of metalcore band, I don't really care about the lyrics in that side. That's just like how the song comes together, and I still like the singing and stuff. So I get what you mean about this genre and stuff, but as you say, they are. I guess they're not. Even though they're metalcore, they're also I guess they're partially an emo band in the way that Caskets are an emo band.
Yeah, and I guess that's what I'm getting at. So for example, like Unprocessed, especially the stuff that we're really into, without sounding a bit of a not a neckhead, but Unprocessed have a specific sound, and so they can focus on the melodics and the tunes and everything else first, and add whatever vocals to it because it's just kind of their sound. Whereas in Advent Space, it feels like a lot of it is driven by the content of the vocals. That directs what the music is actually doing. Like again, Periphery, that they are probably the epitome of. I know they say djent is not a genre and blah blah blah, and that's the latest thing, but you know they're the epitome of progressive metal, right? Because they go from A to B. Their songs are 7 minutes long and blah blah blah. And they probably have to have that kind of factory workout unit to do it. But that's also one of the reasons why I like it, but I don't feel as absorbed by it. If that makes sense, it doesn't. I can listen to Periphery all day, but I don't feel like it emotionally affects me or pulls me in.
And it's
in a way
it's also
something like this does.
Yeah, it's also that's making a point that it's a styles like what band were you just talking about before? Unprocessed. Their style is around the music, whereas bands like Advents, their lyrics and the vocals are an important part of the song, whereas like Unprocessed, it's more related to
it's melodic.
Itself.
They're basically Unprocessed is like fucking is Polyphia on metal crack.
Yeah. So it's more important to have the vocals sorted and have emphasis on the vocals in this kind of tune because that's the style that it is. It revolves around the vocals.
But
I think
Sean touched on a really, really valid point, and that's the emo side of things. Whilst they're not necessarily emo themselves or pushing that emo kind of concept, because they are talking about emotive subjects, it's important to capture that music emphasizes those elements of the vocals and the lyrics that are there. So I think it's a more complete construction of audio that works around absolutely all of it as a concept, as opposed to it being making music and then overlaying vocals afterwards just to add that feature.
Yeah, but I'm not certain if Envisions do this or not, but a lot of the stuff, if you obviously follow Lucas, he quite often showcases a lot of the stuff and doesn't have any vocals on it. So I think their process is actually that, I could be wrong, this is me just looking at what he seems to do from whenever he's posted on Instagram. He seems to do a lot of obviously he writes all of the music, including the lyrics, and obviously Alex helps out, and some of the other guys do get involved a little bit, but he seems to do the music and then the vocals come in. A lot of the time he's doing a lot of it without any vocals. So yeah, and they're a band that we love their vocal style, we love Ben, so
I agree completely.
Yeah.
However, I think also Envisions are a deviation of what is the norm. There's something special, I think, because Lucas is quite, and you can tell in the way that he writes as well. He's quite emotive in his own way, so he's probably already got concepts in his brain as he's writing all the musical stuff. So, and that band is so ludicrously close knit. He probably already knows how Ben's going to deliver audio to his writing, if that makes sense. So in a way, we're just writing absolutely everything and just going, right, this is what we're doing. Off you go, Ben. And Ben will just deliver, because that's just how they are. They're probably Envisions are something special. They're just something different. I don't even want to go off on a tangent on Envisions. I fucking love them. I've seen them in so long. We need to see them.
We do. Well, this is about Advent. Yeah.
But going back to you boys' Advents, I am giving you the absolute seal clap of approval.
Yeah.
This is a very good song, and it didn't disappoint whatsoever. I love it. Thank you very much for giving us the option to pre-release it.
I
Absolutely.
do have a couple of questions. I feel like Joe's been lifting because he looks bigger. And also, Kevin, what do you do? Because we've seen your fucking Beamer on Instagram, because we know you look after it well. It is fucking stunning, so I need to know.
I'm telling you, he's a realtor. He sells. He sells houses. I'm sure of it. Either that or he's a drug dealer.
Yeah. I like New Jersey, New York, so
yeah,
probably a good place to sell drugs, to be honest.
Or be a realtor.
Oh yeah, or be an estate agent, but
or both. I don't know.
Yeah, true. You can do both.
Sell them a house. Sell them a baggie.
Come on, have a look at this building. By the way, I've got some Class A shit that really get into, mate. It'll fuck you up. Yeah, me and Sean spent about an hour trying to work out what the fuck you do after our last video.
Right, what Beamer does he have?
He's got a couple of nice cars, bro.
Which one was it again? I can't fucking remember.
I think it was either an i4 and like a 430 or 440i.
Ooh.
Yeah, he looks after it. And then there's always like a Tesla as well that's alongside it, and they both have like custom plates for it and shit.
And it's outside a nice house.
We've been stalking.
Nice house.
Nice.
Been stalking. Everything down below.
Yep.
Play us out. Go give them some love.
They're fucking awesome.
Red 13.
Exactly.
Goodbye.
See you in a bit.